Hi, I'm Libby Rome. I am the ultimate minimalist who lives in hotels. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort. Hilton's Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach is an all-suite resort across from the beach in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The price of this hotel can vary greatly. I booked a one-bedroom suite with a partial ocean view, which is normally at least $320 a night, plus taxes. They also charge an additional $40 a night resort fee. I booked this hotel using a free weekend night voucher from my Hilton Aspire credit card. Hilton Diamond guests who use points or vouchers to pay for their stay also get taxes and the resort fee waived. So fortunately, my hotel bill for this stay was $0. The Conrad is named after the original founder of Hilton Hotels, Conrad Hilton. Conrad Hotels and Resorts is an international brand of luxury hotels and resorts. There are 37 properties worldwide. The Conrad Fort Lauderdale Hotel was the first Conrad hotel in the U.S., and now there are 6. I had just returned from a 15-day transatlantic cruise and decided it would be nice to check out Fort Lauderdale and this luxury hotel for a night. As my taxi was approaching the hotel, I noticed there were at least a dozen homeless people walking around on the beach. I also noticed that there was a big construction site next to the hotel. I hoped that the noise wouldn't be too much of an issue during my stay. We arrived around 10 a.m., so my husband and I needed to wait until our room was ready. There's no club lounge at this hotel, so we asked where we could sit and work. The hotel desk staff member showed us to the library area, but unfortunately, it only had couches, not actual places to set up a laptop. He gave me a key to use the elevator so I could instead go relax at the 6th floor pool. When I arrived, I asked the pool attendant if I could get a drink, and he said he would send someone over. However, when the drink service came to the pool, they started at the opposite side of the pool and serviced one person at a time. At least a half hour went by, and it was clear that I was not going to get a poolside drink anytime soon. Plus, the music volume was so low I could hardly hear it, and instead all I could hear was the construction next door. I left and went to go find a drink elsewhere. After waiting a few hours, I stopped by the front desk to see if they had a room ready for me, even though they hadn't called me yet. They did, so I headed up to check out my suite, number 1801. The suite includes a galley kitchen with a fridge, sink, microwave, and oven. It includes 1.5 bathroom. This is the half bathroom. There is 770 square feet of living space. The living room has a sofa bed and a work desk. The bed is a standard Hilton king-sized bed, and there were 2 TVs. The bedroom also has a 20 square foot Juliet balcony to enjoy my partial ocean view. The ensuite bathroom has a large shower and a deep bathtub. Normally, at a nice Hilton or Waldorf hotel, Hilton Honors Diamond members receive access to a club lounge and enjoy complimentary breakfast for 2 guests. However, this hotel instead provides a $20 food and beverage coupon to use at their restaurants. I used it to purchase 4 drinks and some French fries for my husband and myself, which ended up costing $60, even after the coupon was applied. I knew their prices were high, but the total was still higher than I expected. The waitress explained that there's an automatic 20% gratuity added based on the original amount rather than the final amount, thereby reducing the value of the coupon. I learned not to return there. As I mentioned, this hotel also doesn't have a club lounge, but they did offer Hilton Honors Gold and Diamond members a wine reception for 1 hour in the evening. I had to ask the front desk where to go, and they directed me to the hotel's store/cafe. When I and others walked in and looked around confused, the staff asks, "Are you here for the wine reception?" They direct you to a corner of the room where someone will pour you a glass of wine, and then you can help yourself to some appetizers. To me, the appetizers weren't actually very good, but I did enjoy the glass of wine. A week before my stay, a concierge emailed me offering to book restaurant, spa services, or activities for additional costs. I responded within an hour, declining those services, answering his questions, and requesting a tour of the hotel when I arrived. A week went by and he never responded. The day before my arrival, I emailed him again, once again copying the main concierge desk as well. I received an out-of-office reply. Another concierge contacted me to let me know that someone else would contact me regarding my request. After several more emails, I was finally assigned a sales rep who showed me around a bit. I had many questions, but she was only able to answer a few. I learned, for example, that this hotel was originally built as a residence until the builder ran out of money. Hilton bought them several years later. I also asked what was unique about the Conrad brand and this property. Her response was impeccable service. Honestly, I wasn't really seeing that. I returned to my room only to find that my room key no longer worked. Frustrating. So I walked downstairs to get my key reset, and the front desk said, "Oh, it's because you have back-to-back reservations." I said, "No, it's actually just for one night." "Oh, well, how many keys do you need?" "So my husband's key was reset too." She responded, "Yes. Do you need 2 keys then?" "Yes." That night, I had difficulty sleeping due to the air conditioning vent that only blew directly at the bed, and you couldn't change the vent to point elsewhere. There was also someone with a megaphone, people yelling, and loud music somewhere near the hotel that also kept me up. The next morning, I walked to the beach across the street, but unfortunately, it was a rainy and windy day. Plus, the Hilton beach service was not yet open so that I could get a lounge chair. Overall, I didn't have a very nice day, and I feel like this hotel was just an expensive tourist trap. It seemed like the hotel was just trying to get as much money from me as possible. For example, they wanted me to buy a unit or pay for an upgrade, and they installed the TV in such a way that you can't plug in your own devices or play Netflix on the TV. Instead, they want you to buy their on-demand movies. You need to be extra careful when buying them too. The movies were a minimum of $19.95 plus tax, but if you choose the default selections, you end up paying more for additional services. I made sure to carefully select the cancel button instead. I don't want to pay $7 extra for a 1-month subscription to a karaoke app, for example. The minibar was also ridiculous. Although I was happy that they left me a little room to store my own food, the other items just took up space and cost way too much. I don't want to pay $5.50 for a Diet Coke, $14 for some nuts, or $16 for cookies. I also won't pay $32 for a small bottle of rum or $36 for a small bottle of red wine. Overall, I rate this hotel 2 out of 5 stars. Given the price and the promise of luxury and service, it did not meet my expectations. Thanks for watching my review. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe.